Well, welcome back.
Welcome back.
It's a cool thing today. So we hit episode 20 today.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
20 episodes. That's pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
It also feels weird because it feels like we're doing this really late.
Yeah.
With how dark
with
it's.
the time change.
Yeah, with the time change.
It does.
It messed me up really bad the other night. So it was like, because we've been staying up really late because of our schedules. And I was up late and I was watching some movies and stuff. And I was like, man, I should probably go to bed by this time. And so as soon as I went to go to bed, the hour went backwards.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, it's not as late now.
Yeah,
so then I
right.
stayed up for another hour or so. And then,
Yeah. Perfect.
So, yeah. And then slept in late. And then now my schedule's
Now you're all
been-
jacked
Yeah, it's all jacked up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah.
So, did you hear the story about Tom Brady and the dog?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is an interesting story.
Okay.
So apparently he had a dog that died a couple years ago.
Okay.
He has since had that dog cloned and now has a new dog that is cloned from the dog that died.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
A real dog?
Yes.
Like a real clone
Yes.
of a dog.
Cloned, whatever that process is that you can clone animals. We know that can be done.
I honestly didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh, yeah. That's been around for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew
it
like
was
the
like
taxidermy thing. and all
No,
that,
they
but-
can take like DNA and like recreate the same animal.
That's scary.
So whatever, he had this family pet dog that died. I guess he like froze it. They put, did the cryogenic stuff
right.
to it, and then
Wow.
had it, cloned. So now he has a new pet, like a real regular dog.
Living
It's
dog.
just a clone of the previous dog. I mean, he's a weirdo anyway. Like,
Yeah.
we all know that, but
I was not aware of this at
I mean,
all.
that's a perfect example of somebody who has way too much money on this.
Yeah.
Like that's your
to experiment with stuff like that.
first of all, like the cost to freeze the dog had to have been
Oh,
for
yeah.
2 years, had to not been cheap. That and then the cloning process.
It's like you see in like sci-fi movies or anything.
Yeah.
Like billionaires are the people that will put themselves into cryosleep
Yeah.
to wake up in the future in like 60 years or
Yeah.
something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Common folk aren't going to do that.
No.
Be able to do that. But
No, just more in the fact that you lost your family pet and just move on. I mean,
be
it sucks.
a normal
We've all
person.
Been there.
We all. I mean,
It's happened to all of us, but it's like never once did it cross my mind like, hey, maybe I should look up and see what it would cost to like clone this animal that just passed away.
yeah, and like, what does that do to like us as people? Again, like if this, because I'm sure at some point that tech will advance into human trial or something at some point.
They've been talking about like that's the whole stem cell research stuff
Yeah.
that goes on for like somehow that you can take people that are terminally ill and do this stem cell replacement type stuff and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like I saw, I don't know if this is related, but there was like some little boy that was the first terminal like brain cancer patient that just was cured or something.
Oh really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, I saw it was like a headline on Facebook or something. I don't know if maybe it wasn't real.
I hadn't seen that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, I imagine with all that research, I mean, there's got to be like, you got to be getting close to something like that.
Which is just, I just don't. I don't really know how I feel about that stuff.
I honestly think that's almost,
like-
it's not if worse, but just as bad as us like creating AI and robots. Like cloning, I feel like is not any better.
I think it's worse.
It's probably worse.
I
You
think
ever
it's
read
worse.
the book Mickey 7?
No.
Oh my God. I should let you borrow it. That book's crazy.
I mean, like, a robot is a robot, right?
Right.
We know that it's a robot.
Yeah.
Right? It's not a person.
It was built.
Correct.
Yeah.
No matter what they're trying to do to improve the technology to the point where it can have like emotion, supposedly
Right.
trying to have emotions and it can speak and respond based on that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Despite all that, you still know it's a robot.
Right.
But when you get to the point of like cloning a human being, that's weird.
Yeah.
Be like every major sports team in the world would be like, we're going to make 7 of those people, of that guy, and 6 of him, 4 of him, and we're going to have a super team. And every team's going to be doing that.
And every team will be too good.
And everybody will be, yeah.
Yeah.
Every team will basically have the same players.
Yeah. Right.
It's just weird. I don't know how I feel about that. I get it. Like, I get the stem cell stuff to advance medicine. I get that to a point. I do. But and there's all this stuff too about scientists like trying to develop methods for people to live longer.
Right.
Which is also like you're defying.
You're playing God.
Yeah, you're defying the plan, right? Like when your number's up, your number's up.
Right.
And it's like, well, I want to live to. Do you really want to live to be 120 years old? Really? Like, I mean, if I could live to be 120 and I felt like I did today, that's one thing.
So, like, essentially, stop the aging process.
Right? Am I going to be 120 and I'm going to feel like I'm 97
50 or something? Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't really. That sucks.
I'd be more okay with them like stopping the aging process, but still live till like 80 or 90. That I feel like that.
So
would
the
be,
aging process wouldn't have the same effect on your body or
as it would your
physically
brain.
or mentally.
Or I don't know. I guess it would. I don't know. That's something to like. Because I feel like you could like stop the aging process without trying to make people immortal or live longer. But
if you stop the aging process, then like when do you die?
Right. Yeah. Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is like stop physically aging, but you still die at like
At
whatever
the
age.
you would. So you look.
You still look 50
or whatever, but you're 82 or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. And I don't know if like mentally if that would like translate the same with the body. Like if your mind would still go at that age or.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're seeing massive increases in dementia cases in people that are younger than we've historically seen. And I still attribute a lot of that stuff back to the stuff that's in food.
Oh yeah, food and medicine.
Medicine.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
People being prescribed the wrong drugs.
Like this whole idea of like trying to prolong a person's life or clone them or give them some sort of stem cells that allow them to be healthy. It's just like, why don't you just take care of yourself? Work on. No, I'm not saying it's like I said. Yeah. I know I said that really cavalier, like, oh, it's so easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but just do that.
Yeah. And we've seen a rise in like, especially in younger people, like anywhere from like.
There's higher cancer rates in younger people these days.
Yeah, there is. And I think people are starting to take care of themselves more.
Yeah.
Due to that fact, but also just because like it's become more of a trend to like be healthy and fit and take care of yourself versus like drinking and drugs.
And do you think because you're being in that age group, do you think that that's because people know that it's healthier, or is it a combination of A and B being I now know that a lot of the medications and food contain crap that has not been good for my body?
Yeah, I mean, at least for me, because like being like the size that I am, and I know a lot of that's probably genetic, but like I look at like my class from when I went to high school.
Yeah,
we're all fairly smaller, younger looking people. Mm-hmm. Like I see everyone I graduated with, 15 years ago, and it's like we all look pretty much the same.
Yeah,
no one got any bigger, taller, and we're in our 30s, but we look like we're like 20 years old still. And then like things have changed to where like you see like kids now in high school, you see like a 13-year-old kid that plays basketball and he's like 6'2", and he's 12. And I'm like, and I don't understand. Yeah. And we had some kids in our grades that looked older, but like compared to now, God, you see some like freshman, sophomore kids now, and they look like, especially some of the football players.
Oh, I know.
It's insane.
It's nuts.
And I don't know if it hasn't always been that way.
No, it hasn't. When I was in high school, like I think we had one kid on our basketball team that could dunk. One kid. Mm-hmm. I'm sure if you go around just this area, not to mention other places that are full of like big time high school athletics,
right?
They probably get like half the team can dunk.
Yeah.
You know, we had like 1 or 2 kids on our football team that were like, you're watching the game and you're going, yeah, that guy, that dude's a dog.
Yeah.
You know, everybody else is just like, just like a regular dude.
Yeah.
Now it's like you said, you see these like kids are like, you know, 6'4", 300 pounds, and they're built like a freaking brick house, man. And you're like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, what are they feeding them that they didn't feed us,
Yeah.
or vice versa? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, he's hitting the gym harder than everybody
Or is
else.
the stuff they're getting now worse, and it's causing this like growth?
Yeah. Well, that I've heard that argument too. So I don't know. I've heard that
Because like I remember my cross country running. Most of us were anywhere between like 5'3" and like 5'7". Not very tall people.
Yeah.
Especially on the boys team. Like that was. The guys were a little bit shorter than the girls. That senior year, it's normal.
Yeah.
But my one friend from work, his son runs cross country. He's a freshman, already running varsity, and he's like 5'11". And I'm just like, and he's not the only. He's not the tallest kid on the team. I don't know. That's just mind blowing to me.
It is. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm just curious if like, like I think a lot of people, not just younger people, I think even people my age are more dialed into taking care of yourself.
Right.
You know, a little bit of exercise. You don't have to be a freaking gym rat.
No.
And be in there 7 days a week, an hour a day or 2 hours. You
Just
don't
go
have
walk.
to do that. Just get some exercise. Do some, like, especially when you get to be my age, doing a little weight training. I'm not saying you got to be in there banging plates all day long, but you got to do some weight training to keep, because it's a known fact that after the age of 40, especially men and women both have this major muscle reduction. That's a known fact. That's not a secret. And so you got to take care of it, you know?
Yeah. And you figure that I'm sure a lot of that goes into play with like, not just aging, but like, you know, around those ages between like mid 20s to early 30s, people are having kids, working full-time jobs in America. And you just fall off. You know, you lose track of that stuff. And then the older you get, the harder it gets to get back on the horse.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing. Like when you're 25 and you're going, I want to lose like 10 pounds. You could lose 10 pounds
in a week.
And just like, I don't know. Don't drink a case of beer on the weekend.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Go to the gym one extra day.
And you
lose that weight. You get to be that clock hits 40, and it's like, yeah. It's like hard.
And, you know, my friends, especially like my close friends group in my band, like we were all having this conversation a week ago. And we all agreed that we all physically feel better in our 30s than we did in our 20s, mostly because back then we were drinking, eating horrible, not exercising, not eating right,
being hydrated, not doing,
and working all the time. And like now we're all, and it's so funny because like, you see all these younger people that are like afraid of turning 30 because they're like, oh my God, I'm getting old. And I'm just like, man, you're not old. 30 feels fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm 32 and like, and I do see a chiropractor and like, I've gotten my health priorities in order now. So like, and that's what it is.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head by saying health priorities. Like I did that for myself too about 5 or 6 years ago. I made a big change in that, and I lost a ton of weight. I've kept it off. I feel I'm 57. I feel really damn good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like I feel really good, and I'm not like at the gym every day.
Exactly.
I got a little home setup, and I 4 days a week.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to just go walk a couple miles,
or go outside and walk. Get outside, get some fresh air, and walk a mile.
We walk around the neighborhood
for a half hour.
And I've learned as much as I loved running, that walking is not only physically better for your body and your bones than running, but you actually can lose weight and keep it off better walking versus running.
Yeah, I started doing the rucking thing.
Oh, okay.
So I do that a couple days a week on my treadmill, and it's I mean, it's so Anyhow, that was
and I think it kind of helps like with the mental health side of things too.
100%.
Just living that lifestyle, and like you said, you don't have to be a gym rat. It's really just like outside of your job and your home life, just making little changes like not snacking a ton in between meals.
That's a big deal.
Which we don't,
cutting out Coke and
like I've ever since my kidney stone surgery, I drink anywhere from a half to a full gallon a day.
Yeah.
Every single day.
I drink.
And that's the biggest change I've made in my life.
I drink water, coffee, bourbon, and beer. That's all I drink. So.
And, here and there, I'll sneak a soda, here and there.
Yeah.
But I've also, because I've gotten away from, I've lost my, I guess I had an addiction to it.
Yeah, and you don't have a taste for it.
I don't have a taste for it now.
I used to drink Coke all the time when I was, 30.
Right.
And I cut it out and started drinking the Diet Coke, and then I don't drink that kind of stuff ever. If I go to a restaurant, if I'm not having an alcoholic beverage, I'll just drink water.
Yeah.
I'm not getting it. I might get an iced tea, an unsweetened iced tea, maybe.
Yeah.
But typically it's just water. I'm I don't want to have a soft drink.
Yeah, and I think all of that, even having all those sugars and stuff
that, so
that stuff contributes to
stuff.
Not only bad physical health but bad mental health too.
Oh yeah. Well, I think they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
When you get on a routine with a little bit of exercise and you develop a schedule with it, I mean, your sleep is better. I've noticed that for myself. Sleep is way better.
Me too.
Which is another big thing. When you're younger, we didn't, get your 8 hours, and it's whatever. You'd stay up all the time on the weekends and super late. Even now, I might stay up half an hour, 45 minutes past what time I normally would go to bed on a Friday or Saturday night, because I'm ready to, because I get up at almost the same time every day. So once you get on that schedule, it's just so much easier.
Yeah, I mean, the last 5 years when I was working my one job, I was on that schedule of.
And you were starting at 7 a.m., which I freaking love that time to start, because then it's I don't know, I just like.
Yeah, it was it was pretty normal, because I would get up at 5:36, get to work before 7, have some coffee, drink some water, and work 10 hours, and then every day I was tired by a certain time and ready for bed. Now I'm in a situation where I'm going to be starting a new job, and I don't really have a sleep schedule right now.
Schedule, it's
and
it's
you had that too for a while.
I did, and it's so easy to just say,
get off the
I'll stay up and watch this movie. And it's next thing you know, it's 1:30 in the morning, and then you're oh man, and then you try. I want to set the alarm at such and such a time to get up the next day. Knowing you don't have to be anywhere or do anything,
and that's
it's
so
hard to do that.
It's hard, and now, I set an alarm and I get up, I shower, do my thing, I put jeans on, I get dressed,
right,
and have nothing to do.
Yeah,
but I'm still productive in some ways.
But think about how you feel about you feel better.
I still feel
mental
good.
Health side of it is you feel better.
Yeah,
right.
Even though I don't have to be anywhere,
exactly.
But I'm prepared to do something if needed.
Right. It's not like you roll out of bed and just
sit in your pajamas on the couch.
Sit on the couch, put a movie on, play a video game for 2 or 3 hours, and then. It's next thing you know, it's noon, and you're like, maybe I gotta get a shower. And that's
one thing that I love, for myself, because I do have some pretty bad OCD with some things, but I still I get up, shower, do whatever dishes need done, feed the animals, take the trash out, do the normal routine stuff every day, because I'll never lose that just based off of how I was raised.
It's how you're wired,
but and plus, I also get into this mindset where, if the house isn't clean and there's things that need to be done, I cannot relax.
I'm the same way.
Okay, so you understand.
Oh, I'm the same way.
I have to.
I'll be sitting here, on a Saturday afternoon, have a football game on, not the game that I want to watch. My team's on later, and it's I probably ought to. I just can't, just sit there and do nothing.
Right.
And I can do that when my game comes on at 7 o'clock or 7:30, then I can sit there and do nothing and watch that game, but I got a couple hours to kill. I can't just sit there. I'll find something to do.
Yeah, and for me, and I'm sure there's plenty of people out there like this, and it's not a control thing, but it's just more of a peace of mind, where I know that this stuff is going to need done anyway.
Yeah.
So why not do it every day?
Yeah.
And just keep up on it versus having a mess at the end of the week.
No, I agree.
100%. And and us being not having children and having all these other things, it's easy to stay on top of that stuff and build that kind of foundation at home, so that maybe one day if we do have children, we will keep that routine.
And I think having a routine, like you mentioned cleaning, for example, I have a cleaning routine too, and I think that also is also a positive mental health contributor.
Yeah. Oh, it is
having
for sure.
Having your house clean. And I'm not saying you got to clean every day and spend 4 hours. I'm not
No.
saying that.
No, just like
Just
tidying
tidy
up.
up. Do a little dusting. Make sure the toilets are clean. You know.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Do a little quick sweep.
Nothing bananas.
Yeah. I'm not deep cleaning the floors every day.
No.
You know.
No.
I do that
not.
like once a month.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
But just tidy up, right?
Yeah.
You know, like the blankets on the couch or whatever. Pick it up, fold it.
Yep.
You know,
Fluff up the couch.
Yeah, do that kind of
Put
stuff.
the dishes in the dishwasher or wash them.
Or wash them. Right.
And
that's
and in the
nothing drives me
meantime,
crazier than shit sitting in the sink. Dirty shit in the sink.
I can't do
makes
it.
me nuts.
I'll either stand there and wash it or I'll throw it in the dishwasher.
Yeah, I hate stuff. In
And
the
it was
sink.
funny. The other night, we were. It was like similar situation. It was like probably 8, 9 o'clock. We had just had dinner, and we cleaned up through some dishes in the sink, and I was like not feeling like I wanted to wash them, and I was like, oh, I'll just run the dishwasher. I open it. We had no more pouches, and I was like,
damn.
I could either pull all these dishes out right now and clean every single one, or I could drive up to Meijer and buy some pods. And I was like, hey, do you need anything from the store? Because I'm just going to go run up to the store real quick. And we live like a half mile from Meijer, so it's not inconvenient at all.
Right.
So I'm like, well, they're open late. I'll throw a podcast on, walk around the store, grab a couple things. Came back, started the dishwasher.
That's
you know.
funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But it is one of those things where, like, as much as I love to sit and watch movies, play video games,
Yeah.
play music, all that stuff,
Yeah.
I love to have all that stuff done beforehand.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I like my free time too. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm 24 hours, 24/7. I'm doing it. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that at all. It's
Yeah.
just like, but I know what it's like when there's like, you're sitting there and you're in the back of your head. You're like, I really need to do that, and it's like, well, I could do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I could do it right now. It's going to take 10 minutes, half
Right.
hour, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, I don't know. And it's like, it's one of those things where it's not even like, because I mean, I do enjoy doing it. So
I do.
it's not inconvenient for me at all.
I actually don't mind doing cleaning either. I really don't.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. It's kind of just like a satisfaction when it's all done.
It is. Yeah. Because you can just sit down and like, you
Yeah.
can breathe and you can just like do,
Yeah.
and then at that point,
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
you can do whatever you
It's
want.
wide open. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Like I did that and I watched, speaking of like, oh, I'm going to stay up and watch this movie. I watched Avatar Way of Water, which is 3
That's
hours
like
and
4-hour long
15
movie,
minutes,
isn't it?
which
Yeah.
it was on, I think it was on Prime. So with ads, it was 4 hours
How was
easily.
it?
It was pretty good. I
it?
mean, you know, the original's like kind of it was like the first time
It's like groundbreaking.
James Cameron like made something incredible. And we saw that in 3D, didn't we?
We did. Yeah. We did.
We were kids when that came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. And like I saw that what is it called? Ash and Fire comes out in December.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like it's gonna be one of those like situations where if we want to see it when it comes out, we'll go see it.
Mm-hmm.
But like this one was like as visually impressive as it is, because they kind of take the motion capture and CGI to a whole other level when they work on these movies.
Yeah.
The story still didn't like pull me in for a 4-hour film.
Yeah.
So visually it's like impressive to watch, but otherwise I'm just like, I didn't need to sit and watch a 4-hour movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
but-
I get it.
Yeah.
Speaking of good stuff to watch, or if you haven't, or we just finished Black Rabbit.
How was that?
It was fucking awesome. So I've always been a big fan of Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
Like
We just watched Game Night the other night with them.
yeah.
That movie's crazy.
I love it. There's something about his delivery method.
Yeah.
Especially like in The Change Up. You know what I mean?
And Ozark.
In Ozark,
Yeah.
right? So this is it's a limited series on Netflix. 8 episodes, I think.
Okay.
About an hour per episode. His brother is played by Jude Law,
Oh, right. That's right.
who's also really good in
Yeah.
it. I've never really like. There's something about him that it's just like, I could take him or leave him.
Right.
After you watch it, you have to tell me that you've watched it, and then I have a question to ask you
Okay.
about Jude Law, but I don't want to mess it up for you because like it took me 4 episodes, and I will tell you it's about his the vocalization,
Okay.
because I'm watching it. I'm like, he sounds like somebody,
Okay.
And I'm literally laying there, or show's on. I'm closing my eyes. I'm like, it took me like 4 episodes. I finally got it. So I don't know if it was intentional.
Okay, that's cool.
Or not. And it's not like the entire time that he's speaking, but just be curious. I'll have to ask you the question when you're done. But anyhow, it was a great, great show. Really wild ending. I don't want to ruin it at all because it was like I didn't do any pre-watch research on it at all. I just knew it was coming out. I knew those two were in it. I knew the general gist of it. And it was really good. So it's kind of like an Ozark. There's like, so you got like the family dynamic to it because they're brothers.
Okay.
You got some bad shit that's going on. So yeah,
I think I saw a little trailer like right before it came out, but that's all I've seen of it.
Yeah. There's a couple of moments where you go, whoa.
I almost started it last night too, and ended up watching a movie, and I ended up watching The Road again last night.
The Road
with Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
I
like that movie.
I was kind of upset with myself because it's depressing.
It is.
The whole film is just.
It is.
It's.
But it was really good.
But it's really good.
Yeah.
I love everything he's ever done. But yeah, I'm gonna start that tonight. I think
you got to
Black Rabbit.
I just think that is like the genre of that is like right up my alley. That's the kind of stuff that I really like. And so I just thought it was well filmed. They did a nice job of. There's a lot of like time hop stuff in the back, going backwards from like the opening scene to kind of lay the foundation, like lay out exactly how they got to that point.
Right.
But they did it well. There are a couple moments where you go, oh wait a minute, that happened before the opening scene.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really good.
Yeah. So we started Wayward today.
Okay.
Which I had no idea what the show was about.
Yeah.
And because the first episode pretty much sets everything up with every character.
Yes.
Which if you're not familiar with it, essentially what is it? Pine Hills? Is that what it's called? Is that the name of the town?
Something like that.
Pine Hills? I think that's right.
I think that's right. Yes.
It's got the mom from Hereditary.
Yes.
In it, but she's creepy in this show.
Yeah, she's
very weird.
She's very weird.
But you go
one episode.
One episode, okay. And like they already kind of set the tone of like, this officer who just got instated at this station, who's you can tell passionate about their job and everything, and like they're trying to build this life there. And you can already tell something's off with everyone.
Yes.
Like with the police. You can, like even Dwayne showing up to the house to pick him up. And I was like, okay. And like the way that they interacted with that Riley kid on the side of the road, I was like, there's something off about this already.
Yeah.
And so I can't wait to watch more of it.
I enjoyed it. I mean, but I think it's worth watching.
Are you familiar with like that whole like tactic with like the school thing that they do?
Yeah.
Because I had learned about that a few months ago of like how that's like a real thing. And parents will pay these like organizations to come
and brainwash their children,
take your children like, and I understand it's like a scare tactic, I'm sure in a way, but it seems a little excessive to take your children to, you're not kidnapping them, but you're essentially like taking them without, against their own will to this location to be rehabilitated.
Like the whole, like we all, I don't know, maybe you didn't, but I remember there was a kid that we went to, I think we were in middle school, got sent to military school. Like the whole military school, boarding school thing, it was just like always like,
seems excessive.
I don't understand that. I mean, I know that like wealthy people do that shit. They're going to send my kid to the best boarding school so he can get into Yale. Yeah. That kind of stuff. Okay, whatever. I don't give a shit. But yeah, like taking the problem, the behavioral problem kids and like, we're going to send you to military school. Okay, that's going to work.
Yeah. Yeah, and like, I don't know. I like, because I forget what it was, but I think there's a documentary on it. It was about a girl or something.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called.
Well, didn't Paris Hilton have something?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
She went to, her experience was like one of those, it was like the camp thing.
Yeah, it was like a summer camp or something.
Kind of the same, not really. like the kids are going to camp thinking it's going to be one thing and it's not.
But it's not. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Alexis knows way more about that whole topic, but
yeah, it's I am familiar with it, and it's like I don't know.
It just seemed to me. I don't know. I don't have children, but it's like I feel like regardless of the situation, I feel like it had to be pretty drastic measures for the child to be acting to have to go to that length to get them rehabilitated or whatever.
I would. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't have experience.
I mean, if your kid's like out smoking weed and like has bad grades and like whatever and being like acting like a kid, it's like you don't need to send them off to a boarding school or a camp to be,
fixed,
scared into being fixed.
Yeah, it's like that. Whatever. Remember that show, Scared Straight? That show.
Oh yeah.
They take those kids that were like involved in gangs and shit like that.
Yeah.
And send them to prison for the weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't remember what it's called, but I don't know if you ever saw this. This was like old YouTube, and I think it was on a TV channel, but I think it was in England. But did you ever see the show that took this kid? This was real. They simulated him into a zombie apocalypse.
No,
you never seen this?
No,
it's actually
this is a real thing.
This is a real thing.
No,
it's probably 15 years old. This was probably like 2010s era. So there was this kid. He was probably in his like mid 20s, kind of a deadbeat living at home. I watched this at work like 6 months ago or something, and he's just like living at home, abusing like taking advantage of like his mother being like soft and giving him everything he wants, cleaning up after him, and he's like in his 20s. He's like a 25-year-old kid living at home. No job, like just doesn't give a shit.
Being a total leech.
Yeah, and just like would come home, change the channel on his parents, like just literally controlling the scenario.
Yeah.
Okay. And so this TV channel or whoever it was, they met with the family.
How'd they find? Like, did the parents reach out to these people? How did it? Like,
so I don't, because this was like it was almost like a reality TV show thing.
Okay.
But they did do this to him.
Okay.
And what happened was they they basically monitored him for a couple days to figure out his routine.
Okay.
With cameras and stuff that they placed in the house. And then like tapped into his cell phone and all this stuff.
Damn.
And he wakes up one day and like there's this radio broadcast on the radio, on the TV about this virus. And like they made it so that even when he was searching on his phone on the web,
that's what he was
articles were popping up of like this
this
outbreak in England.
Really?
And he was just like, "Are you guys like seeing this? This is crazy." And and everybody's playing along with it.
Oh, people are playing. Like,
and it gets so extreme. You have to watch it. It's only like maybe an hour or two long.
Okay.
But they get to a point where like he there's like this emergency outbreak, and they get actors and everyone to like play like law officials and like paramedics, zombies, all this stuff. And
this is sounding familiar to me.
Yeah. Yeah. And they basically like he gets like transported in an ambulance to this facility because he gets put on this bus, and he basically gets put to sleep in the middle of the transport, so he doesn't know what happens in this little window.
Yeah.
So everyone on this bus, and he's like scared, but he gets put to sleep, and then everyone on the bus leaves. Yeah. He gets taken to this facility, and then he's told it's been this amount of time since the outbreak, and there's been a zombie apocalypse. And he's roomed up with this one little girl who's acting with him,
Yeah.
And he basically is like given the choice to like survive and protect this little girl, or be selfish and protect himself. And in this way, it's like a life lesson for him to be the man, step up, kind of like take charge of his life and protect this girl.
Yeah.
And like he doesn't know where his parents are or anybody, and he like ends up at this facility with this like military guy, and it's really crazy, and it's actually really awesome because by the end of it, he goes through some pretty like I guess like life-altering situations that like
yeah.
tested him
Yeah.
as a human.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, you know, they finally revealed to him that it wasn't real.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, and then he has like a different outlook on life after this and all that. But it's just like,
cool.
It's really entertaining.
It sounds as you went into the description more, it sounds like
I honestly don't remember what it was called, but if you just search like real zombie thing, simulation or something, it'll come up.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I watched it on YouTube or something. Like,
yeah, it sounds vaguely familiar to me, like, but I don't know.
And I think it was only done like one time.
Okay.
But
that's pretty crazy.
It's pretty crazy because if you think about it, like if that was done to you, how insane that would be.
How would you feel like afterwards finding out it was
fake?
like
I don't know how
pissed?
I guess I'd just be a little messed up after that.
Well, yeah.
Because they simulated some of this stuff to be very real.
Yeah.
You know, with actors and prosthetics and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's freaking crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
That is crazy. So I was reading today that AMC theaters.
What about them?
They lost a shit ton of money last quarter.
Oh boy,
$298 million losses in the last quarter.
Oh my gosh.
Now, apparently, what they're saying is like they refinanced debt and all this crap, and so the real loss was 110 million, which is still a lot.
It doesn't help that a lot of the last few movies have flopped too.
Yeah.
Like they had a couple big box office ones that were supposed to make them money that didn't.
Yeah.
Like I know Tron Legacy was a big
something
flop.
I read too in that article was saying that their revenue was up over the same quarter last year, but they lost more money. I was like, okay, so yeah, interesting. Because we've talked about this about are people going to go back to the movie theater?
Right?
Is that going to happen? And it doesn't appear that it's really.
Yeah, and
happening.
I don't know what all goes into like deciding when a studio or a director decides to put their film in the theater, whether it's like the summer quarter or like the fall, you know.
Yeah.
And then you try to space these movies out to like have, you know, your summer blockbusters, your fall like horror movies, you know.
And usually like around the Thanksgiving time, there's something relatively big, not as big as your summer blockbuster movie, but
and then like Christmas will have a couple big releases, and then like January through like March you'll have like your lower totem movies that don't quite do as well.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know what has caused all that. And like I know
I mean, I think honestly it's the fact that you can
stream it
from your house if you want, you know what I mean? I mean, I know you're and I'm not I don't disagree with you. I do think there's something about going to movie theater that's cool. I know that you're a believer in that too.
Yeah.
But I guess not everybody is.
No, and I think you have your like your general moviegoers that will just go see like the big movie.
Yeah.
Whether it's like a new Marvel movie or like a new biopic or something.
Whatever
like,
the hot
something big
one is.
But like most of the time I think what it is there's a lack of writing in movies versus the production. Like where now is like you have like these big budget movies that are like $500 million budgets and the story's this big.
Yeah.
Like, but it's 2 hours long and there's not really much of a story there. And it's like people are sick of going to the theater to see the same story over and over again, regardless of like how big and impressive the movie is.
Right. And what big name actors are in it. Like that's.
Yeah. And like I saw that, that actually happened with Tron Legacy was like the movie had all this marketing across everything and like, you know, blowing it up. It's been over a decade since the last Tron movie. And, you know, they cast Jared Leto as like the big like name of the movie.
Yep.
And then like the story was just mediocre.
Did you see it?
I didn't see it, but like I've seen enough about it to know that it's not anything to like bet your eye. You know, it's
kind of crazy.
I think we're just and like Disney and that's the big name right there. I don't know why Disney continues to write things that constantly fail.
Yeah, they've been on a really bad streak, you know, and they're like
for years now.
But yeah, it's been going on for a long time, and then you know they've got this whole thing, like everything now, right under the Disney umbrella, ESPN and all this, now Hulu, they acquired 70% of Fubo TV. And there's like, you're probably aware of the YouTube TV debacle that's going on right now, like which I have.
Yeah, and we just canceled premium because of some stuff.
Got like, I can't watch fucking ESPN.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, because we can't figure out the carriage charges and all this crap. And it's like Disney is just like I feel like they're trying to strong arm everybody into going to their platform. They want to have that Disney Plus platform that has Hulu, Fubu/Fubu Live TV, and the ESPN stuff. And they're trying to force everybody there.
Yeah.
And they're strong arming everybody into that. And it's like, and on the movie side, it's like, what, they haven't done crap.
No, they haven't. And like all the good movies I've seen in the last couple of years have been outside of that umbrella.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you see a lot of these like smaller directors who are actually writing some good material and like doing well and outshining these big studios.
Yeah.
That just keep dishing out the same shit.
And I feel like with Disney, it's kind of like I feel like it's like the McDonald's approach. It's like, we're just going to have everything and we're just going to put all shit tons of content in front of people and hope we make money.
Yeah. And I don't know about you, but like, and you know, my buddy and I talked about this a few weeks ago, but like, since Disney bought like Marvel Studios and Lucasfilm and all these other things, the quality of the movies have gone down. And it's due to the fact that like you used to make like a few really good movies, but now it's just a bunch of really bad movies or TV shows.
Yeah,
and it's because they're dishing out something like they create this roadmap for like the next 2 years of like, these are all the MCU movies and shows that are coming out. And it's like, I don't have time to watch all that. And like, I don't care anymore because you've just dished out so much shit to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, that's what, like, I totally lost interest in the whole Star Wars thing. It was like all these like movie after movie and show after show. And it's just like, I can't.
I'm burnt out.
I don't have time to watch. Like you said, I don't have time to watch all
I used to be like a fan, and now it just feels like a job to like keep up on everything.
Like I said, I feel like it's just like just throw all this content at people and it's just okay. And you're just like, they're just riding that train. Like, okay, it's Star Wars, so people are going to love it, right?
Yeah.
No, not necessarily true if it's crap.
Yeah, like you're just abusing an IP just because it sells.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just like Call of Duty. Like, I saw someone talk about this yesterday, how like it's almost like brainwashing into believing that the next game will be good and people will play it.
Yeah.
People will sit and bitch about it online for months, but it'll still be the top selling game of the year. That's just because how it is, because they just rinse and repeat the same shit every year, and they know people will pay for it.
Yeah. Right.
And I've fallen into that category, and this is the first year where I'm gonna put my foot down.
Yeah.
You know,
not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Not gonna do it.
No.
Yeah, that whole Disney verse thing is just like, it pisses me off that, and we talked about this on here before about the whole streaming services, and you know, and now you have like major sports people like JJ Watt put something on Twitter about, in reference to the YouTube TV thing, and he's like, I'm not signing up for another streaming service. This is JJ Watt. This guy's got all the money in the world. He could spend $40 a month on
it's not going to hurt him.
App. He doesn't care. But he's like, I'm
more
not
of a
doing
statement.
it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel the same way. It's like, I got 7 things. I mean, it's like, okay, this is what, you know, my wife likes this, and I like this. And it's like, can you find a happy medium where you can have 3 streaming services instead of 7 or 8? It's silly.
And what drives me nuts, so like, I started watching Slow Horses with Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
It's like a spy espionage kind of show.
3rd season's out already?
Yeah, so I wanted to like watch the show. The first season was on Prime, and then I realized the rest of it is on Apple TV. It's a way to like segue you into the show to like watch it on Prime with ads.
I better get Apple TV now so I can.
And then it has the little like pay thing next to all the other seasons. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'm not going to get too invested because I'm not going to I'm going to find a moment, because there's a couple things on Apple TV I do want to watch.
I know.
I'm going to sign up for a free 30-day trial, watch everything I want to watch, and then cancel it.
That's what I
cancel it.
That's what I freaking did last week so I could watch fucking football.
Isn't that stupid?
That's so freaking dumb.
I know, and I did that with AMC Plus
Pisses
for
me off.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Because I got caught up on all the Walking Dead shows, which I'm not going to get into that. Um, but I did a trial to get caught up on all those.
Yeah.
And then watch some Halloween movies and then cancel it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's just. I think it's just gotten to the point where it's just too much for people, and
it is.
I don't know. We can't be the only people that feel that way.
No, I'm sure we don't.
We can't be because it's just insane.
And this is another reason for this is we the last 3-4 years we've seen a drop in physical media. Like Best Buy no longer sells movies, which broke my heart, honestly.
Yeah,
because that was the place where I could still either pre-order or go purchase a brand new film when it came out.
Yeah.
And I fell off. I did get rid of a good chunk of my collection the last couple of years, but I am now slowly, like every couple months, going back and buying like a few of my favorite or good movies that I want to own because they just take everything off of every streaming service. They'll add it. It'll be on for 30 days and then it's gone.
Like the fact that you have to buy or pay for a movie that's like 20 years old,
I know,
is insane to me.
Like I went and bought,
I don't care if it's $3.
Yeah.
It's 20 years old.
Yeah.
Or, oh, you don't watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off. You got to spend $7.99. What?
Yeah. I know.
He's 40 fucking years old.
I know. I went because I go to the Exchange.
Yeah.
That's an old like buy sell trade movie store that still exists today, which they actually do really well still, which is impressive.
I mean, that stuff is gaining popularity again.
And I think people falling into that category where it's like, if I just own the movie, I can watch it whenever I want.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at. It's like, I'm not going to go buy every movie,
no,
but I'm going to buy my favorite ones, the ones that I want to own, rewatch. Like I went on HBO because I was like, I was in the mood to watch Lawrence of Arabia.
Okay.
It's a good old 60s movie. And it wasn't on there anymore. And I looked it up and it was like $14.99 to rent or buy. And I was like,
that movie's made in, what, 1954?
Yeah. So I went to the Exchange and got it for $5.
I mean, come
on. And I watched the movie.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's just like, I don't understand. Again, I think it's like, it is, to me, it's the McDonald's thing. It's like the McDonald's fries. It's like, we're just going to make a shit ton of French fries.
Yep.
We're going to sell them for $2.99 a package, and
people will buy them.
Make our margin is minuscule, but damn it, we're going to sell a lot of fries.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the same. It's the same business model.
Yeah.
It's just like, we're just going to produce all this content, and ESPN going, oh well, you can have ESPN, but if you want this, you can have ESPN Plus, but you got to pay for that. That's different. And if you have ESPN Plus, you can't watch the actual ESPN content.
Yeah.
And it's like, what?
This all kind of falls in the same category, but like, as gamers, like we are suffering too, because we're getting to the point where like, we're starting to finally like catch in on all the bullshit. And we're like, studios are also just dishing out all these brand new games, making them look really good.
Yeah.
And they're just like these average games that have been made before.
Yeah.
And you're wasting $70 to play a game that you either aren't going to finish or you're just going to be disappointed by the end of it.
Yeah.
And I'm finding I'm playing a lot of older stuff now. Like I'm playing old stuff again.
Yeah.
And finding I'm having more fun and getting more enjoyment and satisfaction out of playing an older game versus something that just came out that's this big new blockbuster game.
And don't you love it though, like when you find, like we talked about the new Daniel Day-Lewis film that just came out. When you find a movie like that like, okay, that's totally going against the grain.
It is.
Right, totally. And it's probably not going to be a blip on the radar in the movie world.
Right.
And I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to watch it, and I'm 99% sure that it's going to be one of those movies that you're going to finish and you go, damn.
Yeah.
Like, that was awesome.
Because you, like, felt something from it.
Yeah.
It made you feel a certain way.
Yeah.
Or,
like, it wasn't just the same old story regurgitated 1,000 times.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and, like, luckily there's been a handful of movies like that in the last year.
There have been some more and more that are, it seems like that that content is slowly starting to rise to the surface a little bit.
I guess it's just nice to see that there's still people out there that actually care about making movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who love their profession and like writing a story and like.
And they're not like concerned about, are we going to win awards or are we going to make X millions of dollars off of this movie.
And the crazier thing, and this is the biggest thing for this whole conversation is most of those movies have the lowest movie budget, and and then when they do well, they make their money.
They make a crap ton.
Their actors get paid. The theaters get paid.
They're the ones that are making the money.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah.
Sometimes less is more, man. You don't have to dish out.
No,
just because Robert Downey Jr. is in your movie, it doesn't have to be a $400 million budget. You know?
Yeah.
It's just where we're at, and it's like, you know, as fans of these things, it's frustrating because we chase that, like, we want to watch a good movie or play a game or a show or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And then we're just not 90% of the time we're just fed a lot of BS.
Yeah, and you finish the show or the movie and you went, yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But craziness. But
yeah.
What are you listening to these days, music wise? Do you listen to that band I told you about?
Which one?
Wild Horses.
You know, so I'm gonna give an excuse.
Okay.
But it's not a good excuse. I added them to my Spotify list.
Okay.
I have not listened to music in like.
Oh, you're like on the. Are you on the audiobook train?
I've been on an audio book and a podcast train.
That's fine.
Which has been great because like
yeah.
I have a lot of books I have been reading that I haven't had a lot of time to sit down and read.
Okay.
So I've been listening to and getting through a few.
It's totally fair.
I've been on a Jack Carr kick lately, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, it's totally fair.
So I've been reading some of those. There's a couple podcasts I've been getting caught up on.
Okay.
I've been on a Sean Ryan kick lately, which is
that's not hard to do.
It's not very uncommon on this podcast to talk about him.
He has an episode. I think it maybe comes out this week. Mr. Beast is on there.
Oh, Mr. Beast is going to be on there?
Mr.
Ballen was on there.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry.
Did you watch that one yet?
No. Have you listened to it?
Yeah.
Is it awesome?
It was awesome because I've talked about him before.
Yes.
Mr. Ballen.
Yes.
He's the one I get all these crazy stories from.
Right. I'm sorry I said Mr. Beast, and you're correct. That is.
Yeah. So Mr. Ballen, I guess, has been on there before, back when he was in the attic.
Oh.
In the attic studio.
Early days.
Early Sean Ryan.
I don't think I saw that.
But yeah, he was on there like a few days ago.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if it was the episode that came out last week, this week, whatever. Yeah.
I love.
I love those freaking kind of stories.
Yeah, and you know, so they're both former Navy SEALs.
I think one of the stories he tells is a story you told on here about the girl at the camp.
No, it isn't, but it is a scary story.
Okay. I thought it was because I heard like the clip.
I could tell a little glimpse of it.
I saw the clip on Twitter.
Yeah.
And he was talking about it, and I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds like the story that Jordan told, but it wasn't the same one?
No, it wasn't the same one. I thought it was too, and it's actually a story on his show that I had missed. So I heard it on Sean Ryan's show for the first time.
Okay.
But it's cool. Like, he's a former SEAL team.
He's a SEAL too. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So he came back. His story's kind of crazy. He came back from, he was medically discharged.
Okay.
Or medically retired from the military.
Okay.
Physically, and then had some like mental issues afterwards. Went through some therapy, and he has children and a wife, and he had no plan. You know, he gets a retirement check from the military, but like that's only going to last you so long because we know the military's underpaid.
Right.
So he had like no roadmap, no plan for like a job, and he like got with some like banking like networking guy to help him help military vets get jobs out after the military.
Okay.
And it was funny because he set up this thing, but then everyone was getting jobs except him. So he was like helping people out, and people thought like, oh, that's his job. He helps veterans get jobs. And it's like, that was just him like
I'm just trying
to help network and assist everybody.
Yeah.
So, and then luckily his Mr. Ballen YouTube channel just took off.
Yeah. He's
just started doing this thing, and that was like 2017, I think, when he retired from the SEALs. And he's just like become super successful. And he's like, it's so crazy how like a small little idea of a podcast can just take off.
It's like
he has like sub podcasts of his show
does
too.
He really?
Yeah, with other people.
Yeah, it was like, you know, when I listened to Sean Ryan interview the guy AJ Patone, I think.
Oh yeah.
The Y-Files guy, same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we're just going along, and he's like, I don't even think anybody's listening to this. And it's like a year and a half later, all of a sudden it's just like,
just takes off.
Yeah.
It can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all about just showing up, being consistent, and like, if you're talking about some stuff, people are, at some point, someone's going to be interested in what you're talking about, you know?
Yeah.
Regardless.
Yeah.
And if not, it's still cool to just sit down and talk about this kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Because everybody's always thinking about something and wants to get it out.
Yeah.
And, but you know what I love about Sean Ryan? I love how, like, he starts his shows off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, little introduction, lets the person talk. And then he has a gift. He always has a gift, which I think is so
Usually
cool.
the gummies, yeah.
Gummies or a gun.
Gun. Yeah, he's giving guns to...
He
gave a gun to Gavin Newsom, which was awesome.
He didn't give him... I guess you're probably going to watch it, but...
Yeah, I will, but that's okay. Go ahead.
He gave him, like, marshmallows. They were like...
Yeah, he's got a that product is back on his store.
It's like back on,
for the s'mores or
yeah,
whatever.
The s'mores.
Yeah, that's it. That's, yeah.
And
he hasn't had it for like 2 years or whatever.
He gave him this really cool SIG handgun.
Yeah, that's his thing.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, Sean Ryan's into the SIGs.
Yeah, so sweet.
He's got a buddy of his. I don't know if... I don't know if he was in the military with that guy or what, but he's got a buddy that works there.
Okay.
Or is somehow affiliated with it. So yeah.
I didn't know. I learned this a while ago, but I didn't realize that Sean Ryan was involved in like training Keanu Reeves for the John Wick movies.
I didn't.
As far as like
told me about that.
As far as gunplay goes,
I didn't know that. Yeah, you're the one that told me about that.
Yeah, because so the original stunt actor from The Matrix, his name's slipping my mind right now, is like real close with Keanu.
Okay.
And down the road, he became a movie director.
Okay.
And helped work through and do all the it's called like gun fu now for the John Wick movies.
Okay.
Because it's basically kung fu with guns, you know.
Yeah. True.
Which. And if you've seen those, like it's probably some of the best gunplay in movies today, especially like as far as like choreographed gunplay.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess there's some really you should watch them. There's these really cool videos of Keanu at the range, like shooting and learning, like shooting ARs and pistols and shotguns and stuff. And it's so awesome.
Yeah.
Because he also seems like a super down to earth guy.
Yeah, he does seem that way.
He rides motorcycles. He shoots guns. He doesn't wear $1 million clothes. He's just like this dirty, like rundown guy who just loves to act.
Right.
But yeah, when I found out Sean Ryan was included in that, I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know that. You're the one that told me that.
Yeah.
I know that Jack Carr trained and did a lot of that training. Have you ever seen the videos of him doing like some of that? Like, that's obviously he highly trained himself, but it's like it's crazy to watch him do that stuff.
And then the fact that like Chris Pratt and like Taylor Kitsch, like non-military people, no experience, became like believable on screen. You know,
trained up to do that.
Yeah,
I would love to have somebody like that.
I would too.
Train me to do shit like that
because I already love like shooting firearms and stuff like that, and to learn more and be like really good at it, I would totally go down that road.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah.
Which honestly, I think someday when we have like the time and money and everybody's kind of settled in, all the guys should get together and like go do something like that. Mm-hmm. Whether we go to like...
There's certain people in our group that I don't want to be around guns.
Yeah.
Especially if he's had too much to drink. But.
Sure. But like in a controlled environment, you know?
Yeah, it has to be a controlled environment.
With like 100%. Supervision and stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately, we would have to have...
With no alcohol involved.
None.
Yeah.
None alcohol till afterwards. But yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
And I know eventually, because like I do want to get a concealed carry eventually and like, you know...
No, you don't need one in Ohio.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You can conceal carry.
You can just buy a gun. Mm-hmm. That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. But if you want to get your concealed carry, then you can do it in other states.
Carry in other states. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that won't be very common. So I guess.
Yeah, it's not. But,
yeah. Yeah, and I haven't like really, you know.
I mean, you can conceal carry in this state. The crazy part is that like you pretty much can't go anywhere with it. Like you can have one in your truck or your car.
So you can carry, but you can't carry.
You can carry, but you can't. Like you'll notice that you go to every restaurant or grocery store, gas station, whatever says no firearms allowed on the
Oh,
premises.
okay.
So
Then you have to leave it in your car.
leave it in your car. But
So if you get pulled over and you're carrying a weapon,
you better tell them that you have it.
But there's no law against carrying it.
Correct.
In the vehicle.
Right.
Okay. As long as it's concealed. I'm guessing. Okay. Yeah.
And you just need to make,
I have a handgun in my car. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Just letting you know that I have a weapon
crazy.
in the car. Yeah.
Do we have time for the story?
Yeah.
If you want me to tell it, I can.
I do. Yeah.
So because I know you're going to watch the episode, I'm not going to do like Mr. Ballen gets in depth with these videos or in these stories. So I'll just give like a rundown of what it is.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you don't watch them, you can watch them on there. I know you'll probably catch it on Sean Ryan, but
yep. I didn't realize that he had his own whole thing, so I'm gonna probably go into that.
His
too.
His whole channel is really interesting. If you just want to sit and listen to any story, he has a million stories. And
can I just where does he get these? Does he just go and talk to people?
He does a lot of research.
Okay.
He's even written 2 books now. He has his second book. He actually just gifted to Sean Ryan.
Okay.
But he published 2 books of like some stories, and it's called The Strange, Dark, and Mysterious. So it's always whether it's horror, some fictional, some
like nonfiction,
alien,
paranormal,
encounter, paranormal,
whatever,
all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. And he doesn't necessarily like believe in all of that to an extent, because you can kind of debunk everything to an extent, regardless of what you believe in or not. But this one's kind of crazy.
Okay.
So there was this family in 1986 in Western Massachusetts.
Okay.
And pretty average family, living in a house. The story takes off with their mother. The wife gets cancer pretty bad, and she passes away. They have 2 little girls, and the problem started where she was like 50% of the income in the house, like the higher end of the income.
Oh, okay.
So she was kind of the breadwinner of the house at the time. And for 86, that wasn't like super common, but
correct. Right.
So the father had to figure out how to, pick up the slack of the money in situation, which the kids understood. And so he's working more now. And, their recently deceased mother, for children who were, I think, between the ages of like 10 and 15, so they were pretty young. And so they haven't quite hit like the acceptance part of the grief process.
Right.
And so they start, they wish they just had one more moment with their mother, because it was just so sudden.
Yeah.
And so they kind of did a little bit of a seance with a Ouija board. And if any of you know how Ouija boards work, it's never really a good situation. I personally have done a Ouija board, and I won't tell it on this episode, but I'll save that for a later date.
Okay, yeah, we're going to have to hear that.
We'll hear that.
Yeah, we want to hear that.
Because I did that once. So they do a Ouija board, and they speak to them, call it to their mother, all that kind of stuff. So nothing happens. And then over the next few days, at night, they start hearing all this tapping upstairs, just like a little, just tapping on random objects. And it starts happening underneath their bed, which in any kind of story, like that's like the worst place for like, that's like a stereotype almost.
Yeah.
For like under the monster under the children's bed.
Yeah, right.
So, and they express this to their father, and he's like, this is just them grieving. Like, this is obviously like just like some kind of way that they're processing this death, and like, it's harmless to them. It's not anything he needs to worry about. And so a week goes by, and now it's happening all over the house, not just at night, but during the day too. All these little tappings, objects are kind of out of place. Like, if you're a homeowner and like you live somewhere permanently, that like, you'll know when your chair's shifted to the left, or your couch is out of place, or anything on your counter that's in a stationary position. You're just going to notice it's out of place. So they start to get a little more dramatic about it, and he's like, okay, like this has gone on long enough. If you guys don't drop this, we're gonna need to seek
bullshit.
therapy or something,
right?
Because you guys obviously are just grieving, and you know he's working all the time, so it's getting a little frustrating for him. So, they keep at it, and they finally the next day they're both in grief counseling, and then not even maybe a few days later things start to change. There's not as much going on in the house. He's like, see, this was all just something you guys were starting to.
It's all in your head.
It's all in your head.
Yeah.
And so, they finally. It was pretty much just going away, and then they started hearing stuff in the basement too, and it got pretty bad to the point where the dad was like, okay, I'm gonna go check out and see what's going on. And they go downstairs, and they're coming back up, and someone had written on the wall, it said, "I'm here, I'm hiding in your closet," on the wall. And so they're like, okay, this is weird. So, and then like he thinks, he's like, okay, now the children are acting this thing out, and they're writing on the wall, and like they're making this thing real to themselves. And so he goes up, and they don't find anything. And so I'm trying to think what else happened. So then they eventually they're having similar things like this happening. So he finally reaches out, and he's like, look, you know, we've had complaints that like there might be somebody in the house. All this stuff's happening. We don't really know what it is, because they've been telling the therapist this too.
Yeah.
And so they come home one night from dinner, and the lights are on in the house. And like, he's like, well, I know I didn't leave anything on. And he like instinctively looks at them like if they're going to react to him, like, oh, we left the lights on or something. Mm-hmm. But they were shocked too. So like the house was lit up and no one was home. So they go in, and there's a TV on. One of the radios is on. There's multiple lights on in the house. And then out of like this, because it was a pretty big open house, in the back corner of the living room, there was this closet, and it just started to slowly open up in front of them, dad and two girls.
Yeah.
And
okay. So now dad is
yes,
experiencing.
So now he's
too.
like, okay, now something's happening.
Right.
And there's this figure standing there in a white dress. Also, before I mention this part, it said "Marry Me" up on the wall in shaving cream, which is weird. And yeah, so that's really bizarre. So, and there's figure standing there in a white dress and clown makeup and holding a hatchet over their shoulder. And they said, "Get upstairs. Like, you're not going to do anything. Go upstairs." And so the guy's like immediately in like flight or fight mode.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, just go upstairs, do what he says. And they go upstairs, and so then like out of panic, one of the girls instinctively opens the window and jumps out the 2-story window into the yard, doesn't get hurt, and goes to run to a neighbor to get help. And then like this guy is going to be coming up the stairs. So they reach out to neighbors. They're like, call 911, all this stuff. And the cops show up. The fire department comes. They get them out of the window to safety. Cops are armed, search the entire house. They don't find anybody. And they're like, you know, with the way you described this person, we can't say really what they look like due to you described them in a costume, basically.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, we just suggest you stay with a relative tonight, and we'll stake out your house for a few days. So, so now they're staying with a relative. You got local authorities just in and out, just constantly watching the house. And a few days go by, so like they didn't really get to take anything with them. So the father's like, it's daytime. I'm gonna go by the house. I'm gonna grab us a few things, you know, toiletries, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, so he goes to go by the house, and there's not a car in sight. So no cops sitting there or anything like that. But he already saw movement in the house from the yard. So he instinctively calls the station before walking into the house, because like if you think about it, if you know the police are staking out your house, if they're inside, you don't want to walk in on an armed officer that is expecting an intruder.
Right.
So
yeah.
So he calls the station. They're like, oh, well, yeah, someone should be there. And then, okay, keep in mind, this is in the 80s, so there's no cell phones. So he walked to a neighbor's house to use a phone. Mm-hmm. So they're like, yeah, someone should be there. You might have just come when they were swapping out shifts. And as soon as he walks back, there's a cop there. So he literally did show up like in the middle of a shift change. But he's like, yeah, I did see someone in the house. I'm pretty sure there's movement upstairs. And the cops are like, oh, yeah, well, we have been watching all day, but just due to your concern, we'll go inside and sweep the house. So they go in and they're checking everything. And then they end up in the laundry room and they found this guy in the wall in between the washer and dryer who had like burrowed a hole into the wall and was moving around the house through the walls. And he was doing all the tapping and like messing with the family. And it turns out this kid, and forgive me, I can't remember his name right now. It was Daniel something, but he was stalking the older daughter because he was obsessed with her. And that explains the whole marry me thing and like tormenting them throughout the house. But like he, I guess, had previously killed a whole family. He had drowned them in their house.
What?
Yeah. And this is a real guy. You could look him up. He's been in prison forever, but this was when he was initially arrested.
Oh my word.
But yeah, he was stalking the oldest daughter. I think her name was, or it was either Karen or I don't remember. But Mr. Ballen tells the story much better. But
wow,
you can find this story everywhere. I guess it was pretty well known. Which
you're a guy going down this road. I'm thinking this is like this whole paranormal
right,
thing,
exactly,
right? You know, all this stuff, and it's like. Oh, it's just
turns
like,
out
it's like a dude like stuck into my house and is like crawling around in the walls
in clown makeup and a dress.
Yeah.
Weird,
wow.
Just freaking weirdo.
That is freaking crazy.
I know, and like it goes to show, like you hear all these stories of like children being haunted or like whatever it is, and it's like turns out to be just some freak living in your house.
Wasn't there a movie along the same lines of that where there's a person living in the house? Yeah,
there might have been. I'm sure there is.
There was.
There's got to be something like that.
I'm pretty sure there was.
Yeah. Wasn't Malignant one of those movies?
Yeah.
A few years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know there's probably more like that, but
yeah.
It's a crazy story though.
That is crazy. Oh my God. I'm like, what?
I know.
I was like waiting for those to be like
some ghost.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the mom killed him or kills the kids.
Yeah, right.
Like the ghost of the mom or whatever, some craziness. That was wild.
I know.
Totally wild.
Yeah, if you guys ever you just love crazy, creepy stories, Mr. Ballen on YouTube, and his podcasts are all over Spotify too. But yeah, it's really good.
Cool.
Like we talked about a while back, we talked about the some of the UFO stories. Yeah. The way he tells them is just so fascinating.
Yeah.
And the girl in the woods, like that was a crazy one.
Yeah.
But you could pretty much never run out of stuff to listen to by him. It's pretty awesome. I want to buy his books too. I feel like those would be good.
Yeah, I like hearing stories like that. It's just it's just like cool. It's cool.
It is. It's cool to just sit and and I think the fun part about telling the story is like you don't set it up with the initial I guess ending. I guess
right.
Like you tell it in a way of like you're living through this person's life, and then you reveal at the end what it was versus telling like what it was from the beginning.
Right.
I think that's what kind of gives a better effect,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. we should do a day where we just tell a bunch of crazy ones like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
You have one. I still have one or two.
Yeah, I'll have to tell my Ouija board story next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was it was a little scary. Yeah. I'll save that one for later.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool.
All
right.
All right,
guys. Well, thanks for joining in today. Continue to like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on Spotify. It's moving up on there quite a bit.
Is it? Good deal.
We're getting followers on there. If people are saving, streaming, downloading the video or episodes, so that's
awesome.
Cool. Yeah, share us with your friends and family, people at work. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you next time.